Okay, I believe we're live. Welcome to SSR's F1 Tier 2, and this is round 15, which is the final race of the season for Tier 2, and we're here in Belgium, in a wet quali. We have the season wrapped up so far, because, was it Kool? Yeah. Kool is currently the champion. He had it wrapped up before the final race, and although we still to watch, we still have a fight for the constructors. I'm pretty sure there's a three-way battle for the constructors. If I can find it again. I think it's Haas, Racing Point, and Red Bull still have a shot at the constructors, so they'll be ones to look out for. And I believe it's Wraith is furthest round, and he'll be the one to start our lap. So we'll go on board with Wraith as he goes around. I think Haas are currently on 312 points in the lead, and Racing Point have 290.5 and Aston Martin Red Bull Racing have 273.5 points, so we'll see how this race goes. I think Cole is the only Haas driver, so he's going to have to do a lot of carrying for this final race. And then we have both Racing Point drivers and both Red Bull drivers here to hopefully crawl back and try and get some points to win the constructors. And that's the battle we'll be watching today, as we see Wraith really struggling in the wet here. Money's invalid. So who's next round? I wonder is that McLaren's on an outlap? So the Mercedes of Charisma should be round next. Charisma, who is in Tier 3, which we'll see tomorrow, and he's in the battle for the win of the championship as well. There in Tier 3. I think it's a three-way fight as well, and there's still a fight for the constructors, which Arrow is in. So if you want to tune in tomorrow for that. But as we see, Charisma come across the line with 156, and the Williams of Maxim is invalid. Tom next. The 158, and we missed Cole, who did a 155.5. And as Cole's going around, he's did a purple sector in the first. And Maxim has let me know that there'll be a wet quali as well as also a wet race, although the rain will be coming at the end. And Cole's, he made contact with the wall earlier, and you can see he's wrestling around the car. This is really on edge. AJ in the chat cheering for Dub Z, and I'm also cheering for Dub Z. Because he's, oh, and Kyle's invalid. So, we'll go on board with, who's next round? Oh, and Wraith goes fastest with a 155.4. We've missed Whiffy retire. Hopefully that was a quali ban and not him losing the car. So, should be Maxim around next, although he's invalid. So, go on board with Brazy. But as I was saying about Dub Z, he is a fellow Tier 3 driver, so it would be fun to see someone do well, repping from Tier 3. And Charisma is also Tier 3 driver. Brazy currently has it on pole. With a 155.3, I have no idea how fast wet times are around here. So I'll have no idea if anyone's gonna jump up, if I'm honest. Phoenix jumps up to 4th. Did a purple final sector as well. And Oleg starting his out lap. And Dubsy, I think I've seen a purple middle sector. So we'll see what he can do for the racing point. Can he put both racing points up there? Because Racing Point are currently second in the fight for the constructors, so this could be big. Although Dubsy's gonna come in. Doesn't believe his lap's quick enough. Stay as Kofi. Puts it in 5th. And Maxim's come around to finally get a lap in. Been invalid on the first two. It's good to see he does get a lap in. Oh! And he's put it on pole! And that was his 3rd lap out. I was expecting him just to get a lap in, but he's put it on pole as we sit here. Wow. But I think, oh, and Tom is in the wall. Oh, and he's lost it coming up a Rouge. And Phoenix has gone quicker. Oh my. 3 times quicker. Either the rain is starting to settle, or Phoenix is just putting an unbelievable lap. As Oleg jumps up into 2nd. And then Charisma starting his lap, so it should be Cole, who's invalid. DS Kofi might be on another lap. He might be coming into the pits. We will see. Yep, coming into the pits. And Maxim will be around next, although he's did 3 laps on these centers, so... Oh, I didn't even notice that. I've just seen Zamp in the chat says he's gonna 2nd quicker, and I've just noticed that now, that he is a 2nd quicker than everyone else. That is unbelievable. Oh, I've only noticed that now. Thank you for pointing that out in the chat, because I will miss everything. Anything. Or anyway, we've got GB coming across the line next. Let's see if he can improve his time. up into 5th. And then Phoenix is around next, so it'll be... It doesn't sound like... Yeah, it doesn't sound like he's going full pace. Maybe he's coming in for another set. And again in the chat, saying track's drying up, which it seems like it. The times are getting quicker. Oh, and there was GB in the wall at the top of Origin, and he's got damage. We'll see if Charisma can improve. Oh, a 153.8. So I think the track is definitely drying up. Let's see. I think it was Dub Z coming across the line. Oh, that's his outlap. Halo's on an outlap. We've got a Racing Point on an outlap. Wraith's on an outlap behind him. And however you pronounce this name is invalid. How would you pronounce that? I have no idea. Anyway, I think GB, who's invalid, will be coming in. Ooh, who was that? Oh my lord! What's happened here? Dub Z's completely gone. And Maxim, do they have contact? I have no idea. Oh, and Maxim's front wing is heavily damaged as well. And we've got a Red Bull. Is that a Red Bull? This is very confusing. Why are we on board with it? Yeah, Wraith's damaged as well. I seen that he was stopped, but it wouldn't let me see when he was stopped. But that was pretty mental. I just went on board with Dub Z, or went on board with Maxim, and oh, and Wraith's actually binned it, but there's no one near him. There is no one near him. I can't even say it, but he must have lost it. Oh no. But Wraith is out, and DS Kofi is through next, and I don't know if he'll get there before Wraith's car just despawns. Yep, it is gone. And Halo's invalid. Maxim's got to come into the pits to repair that wing, and Brazy's invalid. So next round should be DS Kofi on his out lap. Is there anyone on an actual lap? Charisma might be on an actual lap. Although he's invalid just there now as we go on board. And whatever this dude's name is needs to get a lap in. I'm just gonna call him like Discos. No idea. No idea what I wonder who's on the lap next. Will it be Tom? I'm trying to see. I think everyone ahead of him is on an outlap, although Halo isn't. So it should be Halo across the line next. And AJ's commented, hit X to clear the menu. Thank you for pointing that out to me again. I keep forgetting to do that. As Halo comes across line next, and we'll see as this track dries up how much quicker everyone can go. Now getting into the final 2 minutes, as Halo now is 4th. GB is on his outlap. Maxim on an outlap. Who's that across the line next? Is it Tom? It is, but I think he's slowing down to start another lap. Yep. And there's another yellow. I think it was Phoenix just getting out of Yellow's way. And who's next on the lap? It's DS Kofi. And thanks for the follow, Landon Norris fan, as well. As DS Kofi comes around the final corner. And it'll be interesting to see if there's a big jump. As Tom's retired. Again at the same corner where Wraith crashed out. DS Kofi jumps up one spot. And I think Tom's car is still moving. Yeah, Tom's car definitely moved there. Oh, DS Kofi. Almost losing it. Let's see what Halo can do as he comes across the line. And I've just realised that I've missed Cool on pole. Oh, and he's in the wall. But he's on pole, so I don't really think he cares that much. And he's also retired on track. Him and Tom think alike. As who is next across the line? Should it be Brizzy? Yep. It'll be interesting to see, can anyone touch the times of Cole and Charisma? Although Brizzy's did a purple middle sector. Oof. And he definitely is chucking it around every corner. Ooh, on the grass. That's not what you want. But he's kept it going in a straight line. Did not bin it into the wall. Let's see if he can improve. Yes, jumps up into 3rd. 2. Oh. Don't know who was cross line next there. Is it a Williams? Maxim goes into 4th. And the AlphaTauri of Oleg. He jumped up there, but I didn't see where to. In 1st on pole! I seen him jump up, but it didn't then. Oleg pits it on pole. Oh, and Maxim for that incident has a 5 place grid penalty. Let's look through the incidents. See what happened there. Grid penalty after collision with Dub Z. Dub Z had terminal damage. I wonder if there's a replay on that from one of their point of views. But Oleg puts it on pole and goes in 2nd, and Charisma wrapping tier 3 in 3rd. But Maxim, who had a big collision with Dub Z, has a grid penalty. Well, this is a 50% around Spa. So for Spa, I think that's like 27 or so laps. That's my guess. Because the longest track on the grid So, in the chat, Zampa said that it's a dry to wet race, as Maxim had said earlier. So, I think it'll be wet towards the end of the race. And we'll see what happens there, although it's taking a while to load in. I think everyone's just doing their setups. As we look through how each tier is done, so tier 1, Axe 1, beat everyone by 100 points. That's a very convincing victory. And then in tier 2, Cool has wrapped it up before the final race here in Spa. And in tomorrow's race, in tier 3, it's still yet to be decided between 3 drivers. As we see the standings here, Cool convincingly won, although there's still a constructor battle between 3 constructors, as I said earlier. Racing Point, Haas, and Red Bull. And you can see the tier 3 there. JJ, Biddy, and Charisma. And Charisma, who's third in the championship for tier 3, is also starting third in this race. And then you can also see me in fourth. Get in. Hopefully also Ferrari can wrap up the constructors tomorrow as well. Oh, and I forgot to mention that we also have an RPL tier, which is a realistic performance tier, where where SSR Husky won, who's another tier 1 driver. And right, we are in. Let's see if we can get everything we need in. Let's see the tire strategies for this race. And well, everyone in the top 9 are starting on the softs, whereas Maxim is starting on the mediums. Whiffy's also starting the mediums, and Dubsy starting on the hards. And I've seen Dubsy a lot. Loves the strategy of starting on the hards, and from what I've seen so far, it's been pretty effective for him. Usually does end up pretty high at the end of the race. But as it stands, we've Oleg on pole, Cool in second, and Charisma in third. Oleg is just racing around. He does my strategy where you just kind of get ahead of everyone on the formation lap, so that no one can accidentally run into you. So the predicted strategy is a one-stop, softs to medium or soft to hards, and we have 22 laps around here in Spa. As well, AJ says in the chat that Oleg's tires are going to be stone cold, and Usually I do the same thing where I just drive and then do a bit of zigzaggy and then my tyres end up at a decent enough temperature, although that's probably because I'm in controller and stuff. It's pretty easy for me to warm up tyres, but it seems other people on wheels struggle with their tyres and don't know what any of these angles are, but we finally got a good one as we're away, and Oleg gets a good start. Cool has got a good start as well, and Charisma on the inside as well. Oh, what's happened? Telemetry's gone. Someone's ghosted. I think it's Oleg, and Charisma is ghosted through Oleg. Upper Rouge, as Cole has jumped into the lead. And Brazy's making the move on Oleg as well. Oleg's really struggling at the start here. Oh, Oleg started on pole, but he's starting to fall back. And Cole's already building the gap to Charisma, and I think Wraith's fighting with Brazy. Side by side. Ooh. This is close. Brazy has kept position. Oof. And Charisma's got a penalty for big cut, but we were almost 3 wide. Oh, and we're almost 3 wide again. Halo's really pushing the back of GB, and GB's off. GB's off. Oh, and GB thankfully ghosted through. As DS Kofi was off as well. Thankfully no one went into GB. I've seen it happen before where you've spun on track and you've not ghosted, but Charisma unfortunately got a very early penalty there. Won't be happy with that. But Cole has already built a second half gap, and Oleg's going to be now pressuring Charisma. Oleg had a bad start, but now he seems to have composed himself. And the telemetry's messed up and says Dub Z is in first, and we can only dream. we all wish Dub Z were in first. It would make things more exciting, but as it stands, Cole, currently our champion at Tier 2, is already got the second gap on Charisma, already out of DRS range. As Oleg locks up going around this downhill right-hander. And Phoenix is already pressuring Oleg, and Wraith's very close behind him as well. And it will be one to watch to see how good Red Bull and Racing Point can do. Racing Point currently struggling, down in 10th and 13th, and Red Bull in 5th and 11th. So Cole is currently doing the best he possibly can for Haas. Try and win the constructors. Although for the final race here, as he doesn't have a teammate, it literally is 2v1. But he still is putting in the times as Phoenix. Oh, he sends it on Oleg. And Oleg turns in on him. And now Wraith is looking to pressure Phoenix. Coming up a Rouge. Gets the DRS on Phoenix. Ooh, and Oleg pulls out on Charisma. Oh, he's cut the corner a bit, and these camera angles are awful. Oh, Charisma's off. Charisma's off. He's fallen down 4 places, or it might even be 5. He fell down from 2nd to 6th. Oh, and Oleg is a 5-second penalty. Apparently overtook someone whilst cutting the corner and he's been given a 5-second. This is a hectic start to Tier 2 here. Wraith pressuring Oleg. And I know from racing Wraith in Tier 3, he is very rapid. He used to race Tier 3 but was far too quick for the rest of us, so he's moved up to Tier 2. And he's currently second in the championship in Tier 2. And Safe Space Racing has redeemed an emo moments. That's just Zampa redeeming a gift for himself, I think. As Brazy now puts in the fastest lap, back down in 10th. And we'll see after that start what the position changes have been. We see that Wraith is up 5 positions and Tom is up 6. As Wraith is getting past Oleg, Oleg's trying to squeeze him, but Wraith's got that position. And oh, Tom! Tom's lost it. He's spun. Oh, oh, oh! There's a Red Bull off as well. Jesus. And there's definite damage on that Red Bull. And oh, although Wraith may be doing all he can to try and fight to get Red Bull to win the constructors, his teammate is struggling at the back after that spin. Although Wraith is slowly catching up to Cool. There's a purple middle sector there, and it seems that the Delta is crawling down, but it's crawling on this 2-second gap. And now Phoenix will be on the back of Oleg, so Oleg is at a topsy-turvy beginning of the race. He had a bad start and it seemed like he regained his focus, but now it seems he's been pressured by Phoenix now and could potentially drop down to 4th if Phoenix can get the run with a DRS on him. Although Oleg still has the DRS on Wraith, and neither of them can go for a late move. As Brazy gets past Halo, Brazy has jumped up a lot of positions there. He was in 10th and he's jumped up into 6th. Didn't get the best of starts because he started in 4th and it was down to 10th, so we must have missed an incident with Brazy there. But now he's fighting his way back to the order again. And Dub Z on the hards already up 3 places. So we'll see what Racing Point can do, whether they can fight for the constructors here. And Phoenix is still pressurising Oleg. And Wraith has pulled the gap to Cool. Oh, that gap is closing very quickly. And he's also pulled the gap to Oleg as well. So, oh, and Whiffy's got past Halo and Maxim. Oh, late send, late send. Oh, and they both give each other room. Oh, Maxim skates round the curb and gets the move done on the mediums. What a move from Maxim. Oh, his Halo punts him and has gone straight on. And he's let Kofi through. And now we go back up to this battle where Phoenix has got past Oleg. And Wraith is closing up to Cool. But just can't get inside the 1 second. But Brazy's now pressurising Charisma. Brazy had a bad start, but seems to have a lot of pace, so he's making up for the bad start that he did have. He's just pressuring Charisma. And Charisma's defending well. And as we are on board with this battle, we see Wraith is now finally broke into the 1 second mark. So we will now have DRS on Cool. So we'll now go up to that battle, and Cool is pitted on lap 6. So it'll give Wraith clean air to try and do an overcut, but it seems like Cool was losing pace on those softs, so he's went for the undercut, and we'll see, will he be out ahead of Wraith when Wraith pits? And we'll also see if Oleg can catch Phoenix, because Phoenix won't have the DRS, and Oleg will. It does seem like he's too far back though at the moment, so he will stay behind for now. And Maxim, after that brilliant move he did, he's now on the back of Whiffy. Whiffy's up 7 positions, same as Wraith, and Cool's out in 8th on the mediums. So at this point we'll look at the tyres, see what everyone's on. Cool's just pitted, Charisma's just pitted onto the mediums, and Halo's pitted onto the hards. So we will see when Wraith goes into the pits, see when that will be, and what tyres he'll go onto, and if he can make it out ahead of Cool. And as AJ's pointed out, we can see the red light on Oleg flashing, although it's not flashing anymore because, well, there it is, but he's going. And we see Brazy's now pitted. So these soft runners are going another lap, so it'll be interesting to see whether Cool will get an undercut, or did he just panic whenever he seen that Wraith was closing up to him, and that there's still tyre life left that Wraith can use in these softs. And Zampa said if it's going to rain, they should put softs on again after these softs. And I would agree if you knew for a guarantee that it was going to rain. Although there is the risky run where Maxim did in RPL, where he pitted 3 times. Oh, Wraith's lost it! He's spun, but he's kept it going. Oh, and Phoenix around the outside has to avoid him, but Phoenix is now taking the lead on track. And Wraith, after that lapse, now will have to try and catch Phoenix. Although Oleg is now going to try and use this opportunity where Wraith's tyres will be on fire, and Oleg is going to close up to him and maybe look for a move. Can he get a move on the outside? Ooh! Gets the inside of the next corner as Wraith goes in, and Phoenix goes in as well. And we see Oleg continue on for another lap. And I think so far Cool has the advantage, I would say, because he's already pitted. Although we'll see Phoenix and now Wraith coming out of the pits. But Cool, I think we'll have a couple seconds on them already. So, yep, they definitely pitted too late, and Cool is taking the advantage of this. Although, maybe Phoenix and Wraith might think the rain isn't going to come enough to the point where they're going to need to pit onto the intermediates. And Tom's out ahead of GB. Oh, and Wraith and Phoenix battling. Wraith's got ahead of Phoenix. Coming out of the pits, Wraith got the run up a Rouge as there's an incident. And Tom's around again, and it's switched me again to the wrong driver. And we'll see if Tom has any damage. Don't think he does. I think he just spun coming up Eau Rouge. And I think more ones to watch will be Whiffy and Maxim. Can they stretch these mediums to the point where it rains? That could be something to look out for. As Brazy is now closing up to Charisma, and there's another yellow, and it's Tom around again. Oh, and he's hit the wall, and he's a 10-second penalty. It's not looking good for Tom. He definitely has damage this time. We'll go back on board with Brazy to see what he can do with the help of the DRS. And there's another yellow of Tom, and Tom is completely bended this time. He's completely out. Oh, and we have a virtual safety car after that. We have a virtual safety car after Tom completely losing it. He lost it 3 times in a row there. F's in the chat for Tom. As I'll just double check that my mic is still working. Yep, it should be. No problems so far. Oh, and Charisma's gonna drive through. Oh no. Oh, and he's lost it. Oh my god. And he somehow held it. Jesus. Charisma somehow held that together. As the Red Bull's off. Up the top of Eau Rouge again. He spun it right on. Oh. So that's gonna make things a lot harder for Red Bull now to win Constructors. I think at this moment it might be unassailable. As Oleg is in the pits after doing 10 laps in these softs. And I do think he pitted very late. Because I definitely think he will be... Yeah, he's only changing his tyres now, and Wraith and Phoenix, who he's battling, are now around the pit exit. Yeah, I do feel that Cole is in a great position. Although... Oh, Whiffy and Maxim are side by side. Oh, Maxim's got it done. But Whiffy, oh, don't spin up. Jesus. Whiffy was still there, and Maxim tried to close the door. But Cole is now closed up to them as well on the fresher tyres. And Maxim and Whiffy are going to hope that the rain comes as soon as possible. As Whiffy, oh, the back end slips, but he saved it. Oh, Wraith and Phoenix side by side again. And Wraith gets the position. I'm just seeing side by side everywhere. GB's now on the back of Charisma. And I'm not sure Charisma's damage as well as needing to serve that drive-through. As Dubsy has let Brazy through. So hopefully Brazy can help Dubsy up the road. Although Oleg is now on the back of Dubsy. So... oh! On the outside of the chicane, which turns the inside of the next corner, Oleg's got the move done. I think Dubsy's in a decent enough position. He's gained a couple of positions, he started on the hards, and hopefully the rain will come to help him out. As Cool, now on the back of Whiffy, will have DRS. But Whiffy's using the slipstream of Maxim as well. Whiffy's going for the move on Maxim. And Whiffy's got it, but Maxim holds second. Cool's still in third. Yeah, if I'm Cool, I'm probably not trying to risk anything. But I don't know if he's aware whether or not Maxim and Whiffy have yet to pit yet. I'm guessing he is. And in the chat, there's gangsters saying that it's unlike Racing Point to listen to team orders, but as Cool gets by Maxim, Maxim seemed to let him through. Thought they would lose more time battling, by the looks of thing. But Dubsy and Brazy are a family team here. I'm pretty sure Brazy is the son of Dubsy. I think that's what I was told anyway. Correct me if I'm wrong. As Wraith now in the mediums puts the fastest lap in. And I think that fastest lap from Wraith might be the final one for the race, because I think it'll start to rain soon, and no one will be able to improve on that time. But Wraith is rapidly closing up to Cool, as Cool seems to, Wraith's rapidly closing up to Maxim as Cool gets by Whiffy. So now Cool is definitely in the best position, because he's already pitted till the end of the race if need be, but if it rains then he'll still be first into the pits. And Wraith side by side with Maxim. Oh, that's not where you want to be going side by side, but Wraith gets the move done. A bit mental going for a move there, but Wraith gets it done. And now TMG is on the back of Maxim, as Maxim is starting to struggle on these mediums that he started on. And Charisma gets another 3 seconds. And they're side by side again. Oh, we have a yellow and Halo's around. Oh, Maxim. Oh. This is too close. Maxim is the DRS on Phoenix. And he's going for a switchback. And we see up the road, Wraith's trying to overtake Whiffy as well. Oh, but Wraith has got a penalty. But Wraith is getting past Whiffy. And we see in the background Maxim getting past Phoenix again. Even though the tyres are old, he can still work with them. And Oleg's past Brazy on this DRS straight. Although Brazy's still closely following. Oh, I don't know if there was contact there. It looked a bit like Brazy had made contact with his back tyre. And Phoenix now right up the gearbox of Maxim. Jesus, he's just pushing him, pushing him along. I don't know how you can follow this closely behind another car. He is just maintaining a 2/10 gap, and now he's going to look for the move. And I don't know, that's never a place I would make a move. Tier 2 is making ridiculous moves all day that I've seen so far. And Whiffy's in. I thought I seen Whiffy go in, so it looks like those tyres are really starting to fall off. And to me, it doesn't look like it's going to rain enough in time, as Whiffy goes on to the softs. And he may have undercut Maxim. But it'll be interesting to see what Dubsy does, because Dubsy's still in the hards, and he comes out ahead of Whiffy. But is Dubsy going to eventually put onto the softs, or will he get the rain in time to put onto the intermediates? It'll be close to see, as Brazy again closely following along. And the Ferrari of DS Kofi's got past his teammate Whiffy there. Although that one looked less like team orders in Axel Racing, because Whiffy's right up his gearbox and he's on the softer tyres and the fresher tyres as well. So I don't think Whiffy will be too happy that DS Kofi got by him. Oh, Brazy. Lost the back end, but he's recovered. I have just been seeing back ends constantly going, ridiculous moves all throughout this race. Amazing recoveries, amazing moves. As Wraith now puts in a faster time than he did 3 laps ago, and he's closing up to Cool on the fresher tyres as well, as we've oh, Whiffy and DS Kofi might have had contact as DS Kofi's in the wall. As Charisma and GB come past him. But Cool is still maintaining the gap, not letting Wraith have DRS yet. And Brazy and Oleg have been fighting for so long. Brazy goes for the move, but it's too little too late. Just constantly 3/10 behind, it seems, with Brazy behind Oleg. And GB closing up to Charisma. Charisma's had a very unfortunate race so far. Wraith must have made some sort of mistake, because he's lost about 7 or 8 tenths that he did have in Cool. Because Cole's now looking pretty comfortable for the race win. I don't believe it's going to rain enough in these next 5 laps to the point where people will need a pit. And so far it's not even looking that cloudy. It's pretty cloudy, but not to the point where it's going to rain enough to where these where people is going to need a pit. So we'll see if Dubsy finally comes in. Maybe this next lap will be the lap he'll come in for the softs, or maybe he might hold out. It'll be interesting to see as Brazy gets past Oleg on the DRS straight. But I don't think he's going to pull a gap on Oleg at all. I think they're still going to be very close behind. And Zampa said Maxim's going to get a puncture, and he's did 16 laps. Oh, who's that around? Is that Wraith? I think Wraith lost it. Why am I on board with this person? I think Wraith lost it, and Phoenix has got by him. So Wraith has been pushing the absolute limit, and he's been struggling. And thankfully for Dub Z, the rain has finally come out by the looks of things. I see a little droplets coming on screen. And hopefully for Maxim as well, the rain can start. But Brazy is pushing him through the corners. Is Brazy going to go for a late move? Oh, he's been switched out of his socks. Oh my word. It looked like Maxim went far too deep there, and he's got a 5-second speed in the pit lane as well. It's not... Oh, he's got a... That's what happened. He finally got the puncture, and he's going to need to go into the softs. Unfortunate for Maxim. I thought he just broke too deep there, but he's got a puncture. Unfortunate for Maxim. But Oleg is still following along with Brazy, who oh, and Deus Kofi's gone on to the intermediates, and he's on the grass. Does not look like the right decision they've made. The rain is definitely not enough yet, as Dubsy's come on to the mediums. I don't know why he didn't go in the softs. That's interesting. But Maxim's finally on the softs, and to be in 7th, even though he got a puncture, is still a decent result. Oh, and I think that stays Kofi off again. Yeah, he spun it. He's definitely went on the intermediates far too soon. And Craig in the chat has cheered 100 bits. Thank you, Craig. And Oleg and Brazy, who've been in walkie-talkie distance for... I don't even know how many laps this race. As Days Kofi retires. Oh! Oleg was looking for a late move, but Brazy shut the door. Oh! And that back end starting to go with Oleg. Yeah, in the chat, BF1 Racer, you definitely can join. I'm sure someone can put the Discord link in the chat. As Oleg gets past Brazy again, they're just switching positions. Oh, what has happened there? There's a yellow for Wraith, but I don't know if it was anything. And Charisma's in the pits. He's the first to switch on to intermediates. We will see if that'll pay off. A bit risky, because I still don't think it's enough rain at this point to go on to intermediates, but we'll see if these drivers start struggling. And Brazy is just still... They've not dropped, like... They've not dropped into, like, 6/10. It's always been inside 5/10 behind. They've been just following closely along the entire race, it seems. As Halo's got another penalty. Oh, and Brazy back end slips again. Oh, and Oleg's back end slips as well. It'll be... Ooh! It'll be interesting to see if the rain does get to the point where they need a pit, but I don't think they will. Because I don't think they'll make up enough time on the intermediates yet. We'll see how Charisma's doing. Is he cutting into Halo's time at all? Ever so slightly he's cutting into it. As again, Oleg and Brazy. Oleg gets past Brazy. Seems like the gonna be the race throughout the entire it's gonna be the battle through the entire race. Ooh! Brazy almost loses it. We're just seeing them constantly get squirrely. But oh, Brazy's gone wide. Can Oleg finally build a gap? As we have a yellow flag. That's Phoenix. Phoenix is round. Phoenix is round. He had such a gap. And he's spun it. Can Wraith now potentially catch him? Maybe the rain is getting too much for these drivers now. We will see. And DRS is disabled, which is usually the indicator that you need to pit. Oh, Brazy always bent it in the wall. No, no, he's bent it. Oh, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Him and Oleg were following along so closely, and now Oleg's into the pits. I think Cool is safe for the win, even if he doesn't pit. But we will see. There's 5 drivers, or well, 3 drivers going into the pits currently, and then we have a 4th out on track. Here you can see that Delta's just fallen down as Dub Z is coming into the pits, struggling too much on these mediums. And Oleg's out. Oh, and there's another car off. Oh, and Wraith's off. I don't know what happened with Wraith, but I just seen Wi-Fi was passing him. Oh, GB. Just seen the back end go as well. Charisma's got out ahead of him, so Charisma pitting early on the inters has actually benefited him because he's got back up a couple places. Although, we'll see if Oleg can catch Wraith, who has been struggling a lot on these mediums, even before the rain came out. And we're seeing that Delta just fly down. I think Wraith might have made the wrong decision by not putting on the inters, because it looks like Oleg's going to catch him, although Maxim is 20 seconds behind still. So it'll be... I don't think Maxim will be able to cut that 20-second gap on the final lap. But it'll be interesting to see where Oleg ends up, because he's now within range to make the move on Wraith. And he should get by pretty easily, now that he has much higher grip on these inters. Oh, Wraith's been spun! Again, Wraith's been spun! Oh my word. It has not been a great day for Wraith. And Oleg's now on the back of Wi-Fi. That quickly. And we're on the final lap, and TMG is at the end of the straight, whereas Oleg's just come on to the straight. So we'll see, can Oleg get up into P2? And there's another yellow, and Wraith's always properly bended. Oh my word, it's just not going well at all. And Maxim's got ahead of him. Oh no, the race for Wraith has gone from bad to worse. And it looks like Brazy, Charisma, and GB will all get by him. Because he has the wrong tyres on at this moment in time. As... what is Brazy doing? Brazy's lost it as well. Don't know what happened there. They've both front wing damage. I don't know what happened to Brazy, but he seems to be letting Wraith through. And as Cool comes round the final two corners, and Oleg's closed up to Phoenix. Oh my word! Oh no! There's front wing damage. Cool has won the race, but Oleg! Oh my god! In the final corner! Oh, Phoenix has spun! Phoenix has spun! Oleg's got by in a second. Phoenix spun. Phoenix finishes in third. Can Whiffy get by? He's crossed the line, but Maxim doesn't have any penalties. We'll see if he can jump. Doesn't jump by 6/10. Oh, what's going on here? Why is it giving me the awful angles? Dubsy's got past Wraith, and Brazy is doing donuts. That's what's happening. Charisma finishes 6th, GB in 7th. Dubsy up in 8th. Finishes 8th. Wraith finishes round for a disappointing 9th for him because he was having a great race, and finishes backwards across the line. And Halo in 10th, and we'll go on board with Brazy and watch him do his donuts, because for some reason the broadcast angle just doesn't show him. Who picked these angles? But what a finish to a race. Oleg on the Inters fought his way through and finished up in 2nd. Wow. What a race. And what an ending to a race. But after that race, Alscool finished in 1st, and Red Bull only got some points with Wraith, finishing in 9th. And with Dubsy only finishing 8th and Brazy finishing 11th. I think that means Cool, as well as being our F2 or our Tier 2 champion, he also has the constructors as well in the bag for Haas. So him and his teammate will be pretty happy, although I'm not sure if Cool has had a teammate or not, because he's not here. So you'll have to tell me whether he'll be celebrating with a teammate, or he'll be celebrating by himself with both the championship and the constructor championship. But I will try and invite everyone into the party as well and get interviews going. With our driver of the day, Wiffy, see if he's here. Oh, and I forgot, I need to do the results really quick. see where everyone finished, and then the race director, and go through all the incidents very quickly. And we've did it in time. And we will try and see if anyone in for interviews. Hello. I wonder is this the right Wi-Fi? I'm gonna guess. Anyway, right, there's all the invites for the party out. So I think we have everyone in here. So first of all, tick the box when you come in. Does everyone tick the box? Yep.
Yeah.
And we will start with I think P3 TMG Phoenix. How'd the race go for you?
Better than I thought it would, to be honest.
It's just Charisma and Maxim making noises.
It's not me. It's not me.
I didn't do as much practice as what I'd like to. But
Yeah.
apart from that, it went pretty decent, to be fair.
And Oleg, how did the race go for you?
Я трахаю твою маму.
This is not my doing, by the way. It's Maxim's. I'm professional.
Yeah, I can
Олега
see.
маленький член. У Олега маленький член.
I don't know what Maxim's saying, but anyway, Oleg, how did your race go?
Олег дядя трогает свою задницу.
And we'll then move on to Cool, who won the race as well as
Painful.
winning. He won the championship, and I think on that final race he's also won the constructors for Haas as well. So, Cool, how'd your race go?
Well, that was one weird race to say the least. I don't know how I did spin when I decided to stay out on the mediums, but other than that, it was a pretty good race. No mistakes on my part, and I'm of course happy with the result. And pretty good way to end off the season, as well as because I just saw the mini map. There were just cars everywhere, and just it was beautiful to watch, even if I couldn't get a good view.
Yeah, there was definitely a lot of spins in that race, and congrats on winning the championship, and congrats on getting the constructors for Haas as well in the final race. And then we'll move on from all the Russian Google Translate to your driver of the day, Whiffy winner. How'd the race go for you, Whiffy?
Oh, I wondered why I got invited to the party. I was like, what the hell, man? I didn't get on the podium. Anyway, it wasn't so bad, I guess. Started in like 12th or something, and then, all honesty, actually, I don't even know. I think it was Maxim in front of me, but I felt like I was about to go right up his gearbox on the start. He did not move at all. But got around that, got through the race. I thought the medium to soft was going to be pretty on point. The rain at the end kind of dampened that, but I don't know. It was, man, I don't know. Oleg made a good call to go to inners when he did because I thought I had podium backed up, but then he was just, there was too much pace difference between the inners and the offs. So it wasn't so bad. It wasn't so bad. It was good fun. Bonus, I got the fastest lap. That's a nice way to cap off the year if you can't get on the podium. And hey, I got to join the party with you lovely folks, so it's always a good time.
Yep, well, great race from everyone there, and I think that this was the final race here in Spa for Tier 2, and we've wrapped it up with Cool being our champion, as well as getting the Constructors home for Haas, and that's basically all of our tiers wrapped up, except for tomorrow's race, which is Tier 3, which will be the final race of the season for Tier 3, when
Three-way
there's still a
battle.
championship to be...
Three-way battle,
Still
man.
Yep. Still a championship to be decided, so tune in for that. And then
Three-way.
there's also constructors to tune in for as well. Ferrari, me and with or Biddy can win it. So you just want to see it. So be there tomorrow at 11. But that should be all for this race. So thanks for watching.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello?
Yeah.
Are we live?